Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I've opened my PowerPoint that we have already created for the team PowerPoint presentation project. My document is named correctly with my team color, black, my period number, let's say this is 1, and my name. You'll use your first and last name like I told you before. If you notice to the right, it says saved, which every time you make a change, PowerPoint, since we're using OneDrive, will automatically save it for you. So before you ever close your document, make sure it says saved up top. Okay? We already created our main slide. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for today. I had created my first secondary slide based on one of my team members. I went ahead and created my other team member slides. Remember, you'll have one for yourself and up to 3 for your other team members because there's a maximum of 4 per team right now. Okay, so remember you have to do one for yourself. When you click on some of these slides, you'll notice if you're in design and then design ideas, like we did before, you can change these up. I can make these look different at the click of a button. Okay, I kind of like the way I had it, so I'm going to take it back. Today's prompt is on sports or hobbies. So you should have already interviewed your teammates. Now that you've interviewed, you should be back at your computers. And let's go ahead and create your slides. Let's click on the last slide that you've created. You should already have your basic slides for your team members. And if they're not completed, don't worry. We can go back in time and we'll do that a few days later. You guys can actually fix stuff if you get some free time. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and either add a new slide, or again, if you've clicked on the thumbnail down here, you can press enter on your keypad. Boom, created a new slide. All right, this one's for Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to change the font because I've been using Arial Black for all my headers. And again, I didn't give you guys design criteria, so you can change it to whatever font you want to use. But remember, you have to change from the basic font that it automatically gives you. It shows that you guys can use the fonts. Now we have to create a paragraph for Stephanie and her favorite sport or hobby. So Stephanie's favorite sport is basketball. She has been playing basketball for 5 years. She is currently on the Gaston girls basketball team. Remember, I said that when you guys do your paragraphs, I need a minimum of 3 sentences. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and fix my font on this one too. If you've noticed, I click 3 times and it grabs a whole paragraph. That's something most programs do. I know it does it in Word and it does do it in PowerPoint, but it does it in a lot of other programs too. That's a way to select an entire paragraph. If you wanted to just select a word, click twice, but we're going to click 3 times so we can change the entire paragraph. I'm going to change this one to Arial because it complements the font that I'm actually using for my headers. Okay, what was the other criteria we need to have on every slide? 3 pictures, minimum. All right, we go to Insert. Let's go ahead and go to Bing Pictures. Her favorite sport is basketball. So let's go ahead and we'll look up girls basketball. Okay. There's a good one right there. I'm going to enter that in there. Okay. Again, down below, you'll see that there's some information that it gives you. If I've selected it, I can go ahead and delete that because we're not publishing this to the world, so it's okay if we don't give credit. Okay, so there's one photo. Let's find us another photo. Bing Pictures. Maybe we just want a basketball. Not a bad idea. This looks like a good one. Let's go ahead and we'll put that one in there. Okay, that one's in there. Now let's insert one more. Let's just put in basketball game. Okay, look, there's lots of different photos going on. You know, it's not coming up with something I like, so maybe we're going to put girls in front of this. Because it'll give me a few other options. Again, it gave me the one that I've already used, but there's quite a few team ones going on, which look really good. So let's go with maybe this one. That looks like a good little team photo. And remember, you can get rid of the artwork that's down below. Click on it. And just delete. Okay? So now if I go to design, now that I've got my 3 photos in there, and design ideas, look what happens to the right. It gives me some choices of how I can lay this out. All right? Well, because I put the basketball in there, it looks a little wonky. So for right now, I'm going to delete that. And all I'm doing to delete it is I'm selecting it and I'm clicking delete. I'm going to go back to design ideas and let it do a little bit of work for me. Okay? Let's see. The background one is kind of nice. But you know, I kind of like this one where it's stacking them. So let's try this one. Not a bad one. But I got to remember, I need to go and put that other photo back in. So I can come back here and go to Pictures and Bing. And let's get basketball back up. There's the photo I selected before. And we can place that in there. If you place a photo outside of the frame, it's going to crop that photo. I think that's kind of a nice idea. If you click down here, the little presentation button, it's going to show you your presentation. So we can take a look at this. Let me click and show you. So once I've done this, see how the ball's cropped out? Looks kind of nice. Okay, so I'm going to escape out of this so I can go back. There was one other criteria that I did not do on the previous slides that we need to be doing on all of our slides. Does everybody remember what it was? An animation. Okay, so we can go ahead and do an animation. Let's do it with Stephanie's text. Okay, if you click on animations, there's all sorts of selections that we can choose from. There's appear, fade, fly in, grow and turn is kind of fun. Let's click that so you guys can see what that'll do. I'm going to click that and you'll see a little 1 behind it, or to the right, the left of it, sorry. What that's doing is if you picked more than one animation, it's telling you the order it's going to put it in. Okay? But for right now, I'm going to show you what this is going to do. So I'm going to click that little presentation button at the very bottom that says slideshow. And you'll see the text isn't there. Why isn't the text there? Because I have to click for it to show up in the animation. So let's click. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to escape out again. And maybe we want to do something with the basketball. So let's add an animation to that. Just to be a little bit different. Maybe let's go ahead and we'll do a rise up. Okay, do you see the 2 that popped up next to it? There's a 1 and a 2, which means now I'll have to click twice to get both effects to work. So let's go ahead and take a look again. Again, there's no text, so I'll click once for her text and a second time for the ball, and it pops up. Pretty simple, right? Now you have to create the slides for your other team members. What you'll do is you'll do exactly what we did again. Change the design up, make them look a little bit different, and add a little bit of flair with animations. If you guys need any help, raise your hand. I'll come around and help you. Good luck!